Hi, Steve Didier here with American Realty, and I'm here with one of our clients, Eric Plato, who just purchased this townhome in Caribbean Living, and just get it all finished up and everything, and you spent the week here, right?
I did.
All right. And how do you like the finished product?
I love it. It's better than I could have imagined.
Wow.
Everything about it's been great.
I mean, it looks amazing. Well, let's back up a little bit. You know, a lot of people have a lot of questions and a lot of misconceptions about buying in Mexico, because you're from Toronto.
Exactly.
And we do most of our business with Americans and Canadians. And, you know, we hear a lot of the same things. A lot of people have questions and concerns about, you know, buying property in Mexico. If you could tell us a little bit about your experience, 'cause I know you probably had some of those same, concerns. Yeah.
It's a big decision. Buying any property is a big decision. Buying my property in Toronto is a big decision. This is even more of a big decision. I needed to make sure that I was making the right decision for me.
Yeah.
So I had to take the time to think about it, know that this was the right place, and I knew it was the right place for me. I'd been to Mexico many times. I love this area, everything about it. And so that was the first thing in terms of making sure the location was right for me.
Okay. Yeah. You've been to Playa del Carmen plenty of times.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And then what was it about Caribbean Living and this townhome in particular that?
What I liked about it, the price point, because when I thought about buying property, I usually thought I couldn't afford it because it's generally very expensive. The thing about this place is it was quite affordable for me.
Right.
I could actually do it. I like the location. It's not right on the beach, and I was perfectly fine with that. It's very easy to get around Playa. It's not a big city, so being here, I don't feel it's a disadvantage for me at all.
Right.
I'm not a person that's going to be at the beach every day if I'm living here. I'm going to be doing lots of other things. There's lots of things to do in this area, so I think I'm in a great location.
Yeah, there's no shortage of stuff to do in Playa del Carmen, that's for sure. And talking about the property price, because in Toronto, I think I saw something about the average home price being over $1 million now.
Exactly, $1 million, and you wouldn't get this much space for $1 million in Toronto.
Yeah, because this is a 2-bedroom, 3 full bath, and a little over 1,000 square feet. And it was, the base price is $99,000, but obviously, when you get done furnishing it and closing costs, it come to a little bit over that. How was your experience with the actual, purchasing of the property? I know we stayed in close contact during the purchase, but then, after the purchase, when you had the kitchens done and the interior design work and all
that went extremely well, very smoothly. The communication was really good throughout the entire process, from the time I decided to buy until now when I've got here and saw the finished product. The communication was really good. I found it really easy, actually much easier than I thought in terms of, that was my question. So how do I get the furniture? How does all that happen?
Right.
And it was all made very easy for me. I was here once. I was able to choose the big pieces of furniture like what we're sitting on here now.
Right.
And then with the designer, he could do things, electronically with Dropbox. I saw things. I decided, do I like this one or this one? I made choices. It was quite simple, and it all came together amazingly. Perfect. I'm happy with everything. Couldn't be happier.
Good. I love hearing that, because let me ask you a question. What was your main concern when you first started considering buying property here in Mexico? What was your biggest fear?
I mean, the big fear is, and I think for a lot of people, so is it a safe place? Is it a good investment? Is the area safe?
Right.
Because in Canada, when you hear about Mexico, you hear a lot about crime.
Yeah.
But I've been here enough, and I know that the Yucatan in particular is very safe. I've been here many times. I've walked around at night, never had any problems. I have friends who live here from Mexico. They say this is the safest part of Mexico. I know a lot of Canadians come here, and this is a very safe part of Mexico. So that, I know for a lot of people that would be probably the first thing they would think about. But for me, I knew that wasn't a big issue.
Right.
And then other than that, it's just sort of the legalities of buying a property here. I just didn't know, the laws are different, and how do I manage that?
Right.
But because, you supplied a lawyer who could speak English, that process was very easy. So explained everything. So I felt confident that I knew what I was doing and knew what I was getting into.
Okay.
It went very smoothly.
good. I'm glad to hear that. I mean, we've had a chance to talk and little stuff like that, but when B and I work down here and work with people a lot, sometimes I forget, that some of the concerns that people have. So I try and make sure to address them and stay in constant communication. That it really helps people because when they have questions, they like to have them answered, and that's good. I'm glad your experience throughout was good.
Very good.
Is there what's your favorite part about this house, this townhome? I know you like the space and everything, but as a term, when you saw the finished product, what popped for you?
I think, for one thing, having the patio was great. When I saw the patio finished,
Yeah.
being able to barbecue, because that's great. Like, you don't have to go out to eat all the time. I'm going to barbecue a lot here.
Right.
It's great having an outdoor space.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. When I first saw it, it was like, this is, because I don't have that at home. I don't have a private patio space in my condo in Toronto.
Okay.
So having that to myself that's great.
Okay. And Eric actually dropped the bombshell on us. This was going to be a kind of a part-time vacation property and part-time rental property. But now that you've spent some time here, you actually plan on staying here a little bit
I'll probably
more.
be more than I thought in the beginning, because I do like it so much. I'm quite comfortable here.
Yeah.
Like, just being here a week, it feels like home.
Yeah.
Like, right away.
And it's
I feel
warm.
very comfortable.
And it's warm,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
good. Okay. Well, I appreciate you taking the time, Eric. I really do. I know you're enjoying your vacation down here, but I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. And if anybody has any questions, just let us know. We have full service brokerage, but the Caribbean Living Project, where we're at here, has been one of our best sellers for Americans and Canadians. Like Eric mentioned, the price point on it, you're not going to find too many other places. And it's been very popular and lots of satisfied clients. So if you have any questions, contact us directly and we'll answer any questions you have, whether it's about the legalities or the properties themselves. We can take care of you. So thanks again. This is Steve Didier with American Realty, and we'll talk to you soon.